Now, residents of Makurdi, the Benue state capital, have called for a greater punishment for those involved in human trafficking. They made the call while speaking on the sidelines of this year's World Day Against Trafficking in Persons, which is observed on the 30th of July every year. Trust TV's correspondent reports that the 2025 theme is Trafficking is a Crime, Stop the Exploitation. The report.
Human trafficking, often referred to as modern-day slavery, remains one of the most serious crimes against humanity. Though commonly known as human trafficking, the term encompasses a broader definition. Slavery, in this context, refers to a person held in forced servitude, stripped of autonomy and dignity. The head of Public Enlightenment at the National Agency for the Prohibition of Trafficking in Persons, NAPTIP, Tokwasi Yaji, describes trafficking as a heinous crime that dehumanizes victims and is punishable by law in any just society. She emphasizes the need for individuals to be cautious and avoid situations that could expose them to traffickers.
Human trafficking is an organized crime that the perpetrators are not one, not two, not three. So it is an organized crime. So we need to come out collectively to join hands together to curb this menace.
In the fight against trafficking, officials from the Benue State Ministries of Education and Women Affairs and Social Welfare are regarded as critical stakeholders. While the Ministry of Women Affairs declined to comment, a representative from the Ministry of Education described trafficking as a highly lucrative venture for criminals who deliberately exploit victims with no regard for the emotional, psychological, or social toll. The ministry urged parents, guardians, and caregivers to closely monitor their children and worse to prevent tragic outcomes.
Sometimes they take these children in the name of helping them, give them in better schools. Sometimes that they will give them a better job. But at the end of the day, it turns into a different thing altogether. So if this thing is not put to a stop at this moment, between a minimum delay, we discover that most of our children have been trafficked to other states.
Assistant Police Public Relations Officer DSP Peter Ochia reiterated the force's commitment to citizen safety, called on victims to report incidents through appropriate channels.
Then I would advise you as parents to be more attentive to your children while taking them to school. Ensure they are properly dropped off to a guardian or a custodian in the schools, in which they take authority over them, and most times we encourage them to remain on a safe areas or within the school confines. So let people who come and pick them up be people known to the school as authorized guardians.
As the world marks World Day Against Trafficking in Persons, stakeholders are calling for sustained public awareness, vigilance, and support. The goal is to protect vulnerable individuals, eliminate exploitation, and counter the dangerous narratives often propagated through social media and within communities.